in the PM Safari. As always, thanks for joining us.
Seconds to countdown.
Powering up.
Standing by for last picture. Picture's looking good.
Copy that.
Sound is good. Stand by for the countdown.
Copy 5-5.
4, 3.
Hi there everyone. Hello. Oops. My name is Patrick. And we'll be heading out on the drive. Well, already on the drive actually. And this afternoon I've got Rexon behind the camera on the Jigger. And Lesion and final control. Lovely, clear blue sky. Just a little bit of a cloud patches there and there. But other than that, it's a very, very beautiful clear blue sky. As you can see the horizon there, beautiful blue sky. So we're just on the Belfast cut line at the moment, heading east. Oh, here we go, it's a trip up a burn here. We're not going to stop too much for the LBJs and general game spaces just for now. We're trying to get to the area where the Mapogo males kill a buffalo, just southwest of Belfast Dam area. So we're trying to get there as quickly as we can, just before the game drive vehicles start to mobile in the drive. Otherwise I wouldn't get to see them again. as Peter mentioned this morning, just towards the end of the drive. But we're going to try and get there just before the game drive vehicles head out. So that's what we're trying to do. Just cross your fingers until we get to the area. It'll be nice to see the lions after a long time, yeah. I said a couple of days ago that we haven't seen lions, I don't know for how long, yeah. Can't remember precisely when we last to see the lions in the Western Gari, but there have been lions activities on the other properties, but not in the Western Gari. So the good news is that we have a Mapogo miles on the Buffalo Kill in the Western Gari. It's going to be very interesting. After my bow stations. And now gorilla was also located this morning. Rexon, do you know where gorilla was found this morning?
I don't have idea. No, she was moving along the granite naturally. She was heading north and south.
Oh, she was heading... Oh yeah, so it's... Rexon says that the gorilla was heading north in the general direction of Buffalo Dam. So So we're not sure where she ended up. But apparently, and then she headed in a very, very thick stuff where the game drive vehicles couldn't penetrate. So we'll try and check around Bedford Dam a little bit later, maybe after a break, after sunset. So it will be worthwhile checking around Bedford Dam area, so we might pick it up. We're just gonna go and see the Mapogo mills first. That is the plan. So we are almost there, guys. We will be there in about 5-7 minutes or so. Question from Sandy, thanks Lishan on formal control. About how far the Mapogos are far from camp? Let me just trying to elaborate, Sandy. Sandy, I will say they are probably about 2.5 kilometers east of camp as a crow flies. So they're relatively close to Vietela camp. Very close. But if they were not guests at Vietela camp, so we would have been there already. But unfortunately, we had to take the alternative route that goes all the way around. That's why it's taking us longer than it shouldn't be. It was a very long drive that we took. So if we've driven straight across the camp or Gowrie Dam, then it will have taken us at least 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes. Sandy. So watch out, Rexon. them drive. Yeah, the up ahead. Other side.
Let's see where the right is. Yeah.
There's a vehicle tracks here. This looks like the entrance to the Mapogo mounds. Just going to follow the vehicle tracks here. It's a big buffalo. Wow, that's a buffalo carcass. We don't have any visual of the lines yet. But there's still lots of meat, yeah. Still lots of meat left on the carcass. Down there. Just watch Rex. Sign of the lines here. Probably lying down somewhere in the drainage line here. Let's just check the other side of the drainage line if we can pick up anything. Still lots and lots of meat left, yeah. Back. Where are they? You reckon? If the Mapogos had left, then it will be very, very strange. Yeah? There's still a lot of meat left on the carcass. I'm surprised that the vultures or the raptors haven't picked up this carcass here. I saw a couple of vultures and the raptors circling around the sky this morning, just towards the end of the drive, but I'm surprised I haven't picked this carcass up yet. What do you think? I think we should go back and check the Mapogo Dam area. They could have gone that way for some water during the course of the day. It's very, very hard to predict. It doesn't look like the anywhere in this vicinity. Eh? Yeah, there's also up the head of Impala just on the southern side of this drainage line here. So I don't think there's any presence of the predators in this vicinity. I think let's just go and check Mapogo Dam area, see if we can pick up anything in that site. We can always come back here and check. But I hope they'll come back. It's weird, eh? Wow. Can't believe this, huh, Rex? They're just hiding somewhere in the thickets there where we can hardly see them, but I don't think so. Yeah. But there's some nice shades just by the carcass. Just gonna go back to Mapogo Dam and have a good look around the dam. The line wouldn't leave the fresh keel like that unnecessarily. Even if they'd caught something recently, just before they call it buffalo, they wouldn't leave the carcass. They will stay at the carcass. Because I've seen lions feeding on an old carcass. Must have been a couple of weeks old carcass, and was obviously full of maggots. And the lions still ate the carcass, full of maggots. So it's not very common, yeah, for the lions to actually leave a fresh carcass like that. Good afternoon, Bar Stations.
Afternoon, Johnny. I'm going to pick the board with Ngala, Mapogo, and go east from there. See if I can relocate with this Madaj from last night. Looked up there, didn't come out. I don't know.
Good afternoon, Andrew. It's Patrick here. We've just been to the area where the Ngalas were this morning, and there's no sign of Ngala, but the carcass is still in the drainage line. So we're just quickly going to Belfast Dam and check around, see if we can pick up anything there, and then we'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, this morning they were far away from the Yama, and they're also far apart from among themselves. Looks like I don't know, they may be the summer for March for a while. They'll be back at Mission.
Whereabouts exactly were they from the carcass itself?
Where we drive in there, with the cut of the older Bamba, where just before the Chico one where the Nyama is. So one driver was lying down there, and another one was opposite from the Nyama, in the thicket.
Okay, but which direction, southeast, or which direction was the other Ngala lying up from the Bamba?
South from that Bamba. There's quite a thicket there when my daughter was lying down there. Another one was visible to a small patch open. So I don't know, maybe they moved from there.
Okay, copy that. Thanks very much. And
I'm also making my way down there, so if you have a look.
Okay, copy, thanks. Nothing in Belfast Dam. Just going to attack Hipper Pool Road, back towards the carcass. We're just speaking to Andrew now, Andrew from Bush Lodge, and he said one line was lying up at the carcass, and the other line was lying up just to the south of the carcass, just opposite the drainage line, basically on the south inside of the drainage line where we saw a couple of impalas grazing there. And we're just gonna go back to that area and take another good look. Maybe on the south inside the drainage line, so we can pick up anything, because Andrew said the other line was invisible from the carcass itself.
One shot through the same lot, and then after that went and got it up.
Okay. Captain, are you looking around? No. Definitely. Just looking for these lines desperately this afternoon. Kudu. It's a kudu cow with an ox picker on hay. You don't think the lions are here? You think they'd left? Translation. So I'm going to try and cut through here and just drive along the drainage line here. See if we can pick up anything beside. So we are basically due east. Due east of Buffalo Carcass. Trying to get to just get to the soft inside of the drainage line here. Just near where the Ngalas were left this morning. There is no Joe at the moment. Thanks, Lishan. Cover that.
Okay, Patrick, I don't know whether the summer might be for a while.
Now, I went to check Belfast Dam area. There's also no sign of Ngala in that area. Yeah?
Do you know exactly what lock that was?
Yeah, the Nyama still here, Tex. But yeah, there's no sign of Ngala. I think that's the area where they were this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, you could go that Nyama road or not. I was just there to the, I would say the west of that Nyama. That was not at the Nyama itself. That was at the southern side of that Donga system. From more to the south along that Donga.
Okay, copy. Yeah, but I'm in the area as I speak here. And yeah, I'm still looking around. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, so are you at the southern side of the Donga?
Yeah, so maybe if I'm on the southern side of the Donga. Just tell me one. Ngala. Oh, okay. Here we go. Well spotted, Rex. Yeah, Tex, come back. Oh, thanks very much for your info. We've relocated.
I'm also coming now for
Okay, copy, thanks. Wonderful. Here we go. For the right here. Unbelievable. This is amazing, eh? Sure. Do you want to quick show the Impala from back to you? Just going to quickly show you guys. To show you how far the Impalas are from the lines. And they're grazing happily, completely unconcerned about the presence of the lines in the vicinity. Oh, something spooked the Impala. And I'll say the Impalas will be about, let me just work that out, they're about 55-60 meters away from the lines. This is Kinky style, eh? Mr. T, this one. The other one lying down is Mr. T, yeah? That's Kinky that we're looking at the moment. There's other name for him, yeah. He's also known as Shaka. I know the guys in the south call him Shaka. So they are known with the different names in different areas. According to your characteristics. And different behavior. So Paul is giving an alarm call. Wow. Rex, do you think the Impalas didn't know that the lions were in the area? Probably, yeah. That could also be possible. Maybe the Impalas didn't know that there is lions in the area. There's a camera vehicle approaching you. Must be Andrew. was a good finding, Rex. Good spotted. Let's just go a little bit forward here. He's going to make space for Henry. This is very, very strange what I've just experienced today in many years being in this industry. For the lines to leave the carcass unattended. Usually the lions wouldn't leave the carcass unattended, so there'll always be a single individual staying by the carcass just to make sure that the scavengers or the other predators don't come and steal their carcass. So this is very, very strange in my knowledge and experience. As I said earlier, that I'm also surprised that the vultures or the other raptors, even hyenas, haven't picked up the scent of that carcass yet. When did we see the trucks on the road? Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, and then so they must have killed the buffalo a night before. Yeah. So the carcass is about 2 days old. Come at a tank station. Oh, it's going to lie down. Here we go. Boom. Flat kit. Just the buff very full. You can see that panting heavily in the stomach, going up and down rapidly. And then I was just asking a question that the buffer that the Mapogo mouse killed could have been one of the dagger boys that we've been seeing around in the area. It must certainly be the same guys that have been hanging around in Western Ngari, obviously, but it's just very, very difficult to tell which one is it. So it's obviously one of the dagger boys that have been hanging around in the area. But it looked like not a very old buffalo bull. I didn't take a very good look at the carcass. Maybe on the way out, we can swing past the carcass and then take another good look at it. I just saw the horns that the oh, look at that, yeah. Oh, just rolling over. And it looked, I think it was a very strong buffalo bull, not too old. Obviously not the same age as the George, Ciso, and the other old dagger boys that we see in the Western area. So it looks like it was a healthy buffalo, not a sick buffalo or old dagger boy, Elaine. And again, for two big male lions like this, like Mapogo males, they are very, very strong lions that are capable of bringing down large prey such as buffalo, obviously giraffes in the area. So it doesn't take a lot of efforts for a healthy mature male lions like the Mapogo males. And these guys, they always hunt effectively. Yeah? Look at that one, just lying on his back with his paws against the tree. And you can see the tummy going up and down rapidly. Listen up. You should bring up, confirm who asked the question. here, Rex. Thanks. It's just a radar that's breaking up some time. Ellie's asking a question. If I had understood the question correctly, she wants to know if Kinky is healthy, how much meat will he eat, or how much meat he has eaten. The mature line can eat about 30 kilograms of meat at the sightings, and that is a lot of meat. And if I put it into perspective, so Kinky, and it's also, it looks very, very well fed as well. So he will have eaten probably about just think maybe 12 or 13 kilograms of meat, because there's still lots of meat left in the carcass. So as I said, the full-grown male lion can eat about 30 kilograms of meat at the sightings. If I look at the carcass area, so they haven't eaten that much, and and it looked like they're just at just the inside of the carcass, and maybe the hindquarters as well from the inside. But there's still lots of meat left in the carcass. But the large carcass, like a buffalo, and the lions will try and eat as much as they can and actually gorge themselves. And they'll go and lie down under some shades, and they try and digest their food as quickly as they can and go back and eat again. Like they're doing now. See, Mr. T is lying up on his back there, with his paws against the tree, he's digesting his food, and later on he will return to the carcass and eat again. The lion can eat between 5, but it's between 6 and 8 kilograms at a time. It's got a full belly, and it'll go back and eat again after digesting its food. And obviously the leopard less than that, maybe 3.5 kilograms or 4 kilograms of meat at a time. I'm glad we finally got to see them, yeah.
Johnny Progress.
Just look at the size of his front paw, eh? Cover translation. Translation and file control. Dave wants to know, Dave. Hi, Dave. And Dave wants to know if it's only these 2 mil lines that made the kill. And Dave, that is correct. It's only these 2 guys that made the kill. So these 2 males are often together, Mr. T and Kiki Star. The 2 brothers. So the kill has been made by these 2 males. Because there is no other lines in the vicinity. I had them vocalizing last night, yeah. It was very, very impressive to hear the lines earlier after a long time, yeah. Go, Andrew.
Oh, this Yama, you sure that is from last night?
Last night. Yes, it's from the night before, Andrew, the night before last night. Copy, thanks. So the lines roar, it is always impressive. Because we don't often hear lions roaring or vocalizing like we used to many years ago. And when the lines rolls louder, you can actually feel this vehicle vibrating. It is amazing. I lost you. I've lost you, Elation. Can you listen? Now, Elation, you're not coming through. The radio is breaking up very badly. Elation. Can you go again with that question? I lost you completely. The radio is breaking up very, very badly. Wow. It's a question from Lisa, wanting to know if the Lions will abandon the carcass. I think that's what Lesson said, but she's not coming through clearly at all. It's breaking up very badly. I mean, that's if that is the question, that the Lions will abandon the carcass. If it's not a correct question, and in addition you can correct me, but the comments are very bad. That is also what I said earlier, Lisa, that it is very, very strange for the Lions to actually abandon the carcass. I've never seen something like this before. Hi there. How are you? Wonderful, great. Hi. How are you? Just bro. Yeah. Because usually the Lions will abandon the carcass unattended. So usually there will be a single individual staying by the carcass to protect it from these scavengers. I think if I take into my perspective, there is no vultures. Oh, you can see one vulture is descending now. Oh, no. Yeah, there's no vultures in the area, and again, there's very few hyenas in the area. That's why there is no vultures or hyenas activities by the carcass. So that's why the Lions. That's probably why the Lions had abandoned the carcass. And but they will go back and eat again. But to leave it unattended like that, it's very, very strange to me. As I said, I've never seen something like this before. As you can see, that they're completely unconcerned about the carcass down the drainage line. And yeah, Lisa, this is very strange. Yeah, very, very strange. Maybe if more vultures start descending, and then they'll go back and then stay closer to the carcass. But if it was an area where there's a very, very high concentration of vultures and other scavengers and predators, they will not have left the carcass unattended. So the animal behavior varies from one area to another. So if they were in the southern part of the South Basin, or eastern part of the South Basin, or in the west, it would have been a completely different experience. So they cannot always predict the animal's behavior. Oh. I can smell them. The wind is blowing them away. Maybe it's a poo that I smell. There's nothing that stings terribly like a lion's poo. can smell them again. Wow, look at that. Sure, it's a massive paw, eh? So the lion's front paw, so it's much larger, much larger relatively to the rear paws, because obviously the front paws and the front legs are I've got lots of muscles, and so obviously, I mean, they carry all the weight. That's Mr. T. He's up now. He is a big boy, yeah.
How's it going? You at Mapogo? Yeah, I'm on my way there. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to check green there. I'm going to come west from that side. Copy, man. Did you ever come out of the ticket? Yeah, she came out. Started visiting with her mama, but then she took a green there to her zero visit. Cool, man.
Thanks, Leshin. Jennifer wants to know how big is a lion's paw compared to my hands. Wow. Let me just see here. Sure. Jennifer, I was just looking at my hand and then just comparing it with that lion's paw. That lion's paw looks like is twice as size as my hand. So it's much larger than my hands. Even I'm trying here, Rexon is also trying to do an experiment here, also trying to compare his own hands to the lion's paw, and it's obviously much larger than Rexon's hand. Rexon's also a big guy. I mean, he's twice as big as me. Just look at that. That's Rexon's hand, but it is also smaller than the lion's paw. So it's extremely large paw, Jennifer. But I can't give you the exact size of the lion's paw at the moment, but it's much larger than my hand. Wow, thanks very much, Leshan. That's a very good news. There's lots and lots of people. Oh, here we go. Here goes Mr. T. So it's probably on his way to the carcass. Here we go. Here's other brother getting up. He might also follow his brother, Mr. T. Oh, so that was a very good yawn of a lion. Thanks very much. Thanks, Leshan. Thanks, Kyra. Kyra just sent us the information regarding the size of a lion's front paw. So she said the lion it's about 8 centimeters, not 8 inches across. If the lioness is relaxed, and the male is about 10 inches across, also relaxed. So it's a very large paw for a male, and even for a lioness, obviously, but obviously much smaller than the lion's paw. Oh, look at that! Did you see how sharp are his weapons? The canines. So they're still as sharp as the needle. The lion's teeth also indicates the healthy and the age of the animal. So if you're seeing that the kinky's canines, they are still incredibly long and sharp. So oh, look at that, there it goes again. Here we go. So they aren't worn down yet. So it's got so many years to survive still. So let's just go. Just follow Mr. T. I saw him through the bushes making his way down to the drainage line to that carcass. So he's probably feeding by now. Let's go and take a quick look. There's a couple of vehicles making their way to the sighting, yeah? Oh, there you go. This kinky cell also following. Lying down over there. Kinky style. So let's go and see what Mrs. T is doing here down the drainage line there. There he is there, Mr. T. Yeah, what do you think? Just want to try and reposition the vehicle over here. See if we can have a good view of Mr. T. Oh, there's a lot of bushes. Huh? Go back to the other side. Oh, let me just go there where it was earlier. We can go through there, man. Yeah. Let's give it a go.
Leaving this one month fun, just north of Beachland.
No, not a chance.
Coming up, isn't it? 30 day is coming up, isn't it?
Nah. We're gonna have to go back to the other side. Just enough inside of the drainage line. There's lots of bushes on the way here, so we can't. Can't get a good view. Graham Patrick. Yeah, there's one guy here in the drainage line. They're just busy googering. The other Madara. It's basically south of you. just lying down just under the body bush over there. I'm just going to try and go around to the northern side of the drainage line here and see if we can have a good look of this guy here. Here we go. Okay, thanks, Jack.
So the one guy is on the Yama now.
Yeah, it's affirmative, but it's invisible from the southern side of the drainage line here, so you're going to have to go around to the northern side of the drainage line just to have a good look.
Okay, cool, thanks, Fred.
Come through here. Where are we now, Rex? Can go through there. Oh.
How many gym stations in Mapogo? Inside. Paul, can I join you? Yeah, you can. I don't know where check is. Where have you checked around, Henry? Paul is from Sydney Dam. Paul, now I'm on where the security.
It's quite a long way to go around to the other side of the drainage line. Just down the drainage line here. Let's go back. I'm trying to get out of here to get onto the road. Oh, here's a road. There's Arnold. Oh, that's Mr. T, yeah? Wow. Let's go back side. What a magnificent creature, the lion, yeah. The king of the beast. Excuse me. Mr. T wanted to eat, but he doesn't have space available in his stomach. He's yawning again. It was a good yawn. So you must try and digest at least 2.5 to 3 kilograms of meat. And then we'll have space for some fresh meat again. Rex, how old is Mr. TD now? On kinky stout.
Roughly that would be somewhere 8 to 9 years.
There we go. Oh. Grab me stuck there in the hill there. Oh, here we go. Oh. So it was virtually stuck up in the hill there, but I managed to get out of there. So he's driving a Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser. Very good vehicles. But I wouldn't compare Land Cruiser with the Jigger, the Land Rover. The Land Rover, I think it's probably the best off-road driving vehicle. You can go through anywhere you like with the Land Rover. Oh, here we go. It's Flat Cat again. Who says hello? Listen, who say hello? You broke up a bit again. Bogus. Hi, Bogus. Good afternoon. And welcome on the Jigger this afternoon. I believe it's raining in London. Wow. That is pretty good to have some rain. But it's a lovely afternoon in the Juma Game Reserve, South Africa this afternoon, Bogus. And we didn't have any rain today. Very pleasant temperature, I must say. And Disney, thanks very much for the lines information that you sent through to us. And I would like to give you a very big thank you for that information. So we always appreciate if your interactions on the drive and sending us lots of information that we don't know of. So thanks very much. Okay, a couple of things. Sean wants to know how far the Mapogo moles, how far they are from the kill. Mr. T will be about from there to there, about 30 meters away from the carcass. Yeah, and the kicking style will probably be about 60 meters away from the kill. So Mr. T is fairly close to the carcass. And that is him, Mr. T, that we are currently looking at. So I tried to eat, but unfortunately he didn't have any space in his tummy yet. So he's still gorged. Sunset. Also stunning sunset. African sunset is always beautiful. Oh, Mr. T is lying up on his back now, with his legs hanging in the air. So you can tell that both boys are uncomfortable with their full bellies. So they're just changing position constantly. What a peaceful afternoon, eh? Okay, well, thanks, Jason. Teresa's asking very interesting questions. About the color of the lion's nose, if it touches the indication of edge. or let me put it this way, does the color of the lion's nose indicates age? I am not too sure, Teresa, if it does indicate the age of the lions. The color of a lion's nose, it's sort of blackish in color, and the pink on the tip of the nose. That's also same applies to leopards. They've got a pink color just on the tip of their noses. So I'm not too sure if it does indicate any age, and I'll try and look that up, and I'll let you know. But I'm not too sure. I don't know if anyone knows. If anyone knows, they can provide us with that information, and that will be appreciated. So I'm not too sure, Teresa. Yeah. So it will be very, very interesting to know. Very, very interesting to know. I don't know, Rex, do you know anything about it? No, not at all. Roxanne doesn't know either. Oh, look, what a gorgeous sunset, yeah. Thanks, listen. And Keith wants to know which one is the dominant male is between these two males, Kiki's style and MSTT. I'm also not quite sure about that, Kish, which one is the dominant male between these two guys. So maybe I must ask Rexon, who has been here before, or who he will probably know which one is the dominant male between the Kinky style and the MSTT. Do you know which one is the dominant male, Rex? No, he doesn't know that either. I think the only way, or the only best way to tell which one is the dominant male between these two guys is to see them interacting, either the carcasses or lionesses in estrus. Then you'll be able to tell which one's a dominant male in that kind of a situation. But we don't know these two boys very, very well, as they tend to roam around in the southern part of the Western Gari. That will also be interesting to know which one is the dominant male between Kinky style and Mr. T. And the other thing is, there are other Mapogo males in the Sabi Sand. I can't tell you where they are at the moment because they roam around in the vast area in the Sabi Sand, the Mapogo males. So among all the individuals, there's obviously the dominant male. So even one of these two male lions will be much stronger than the other one, but there will be the dominant male among the entire collision. So we'll also try and find that out, and we'll get back to you. But these two particular males tend to spend a lot of time in the western sector, just between Savannah, Exeter, Dulin, Inyanti, that area. The ranges in the southern part of the reserve, I've got the full history or the full background history of the collision of the Mapogo males. I don't think they'll do much for now. We were hoping to see the Mr. T feeding off the carcass, but unfortunately it did not happen. So we're going to be moving along, just going to find a spot to jump off the jigger and stretch our legs, and we'll see what we can see on the second half of the drive. Pretty sure the carcass, Rex. Thanks, Graham. We'll be pulling out. Enjoy.
Check for Johnny.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
104, how much nyamas left in money?
Oh, still plenty, Johnny. Plenty. There'll be maybe tomorrow afternoon, I would say.
Okay, more shit. Did they think I put them on this afternoon sometime?
No, that's a negative, Johnny. Not that I know. They were just lying up, just on the southern side of the drainage line. And, yeah, I don't think that they went to Kizamadi.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to close down to Puza and then come there later. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks very much. Kabela, thanks, Listen. And Penny and Eleanor just got back to us with regard to the lion's nose. If there's anything to do about the edge-wise. So, and Penny and Eleanor say that the lion's nose gets blacker and blacker as it ages. So thanks very much for that information, Penny and Eleanor, and I've learned something new today.
Guiding for the Central Road to the cut line junction from the 5 rod.
So Rex. Tony Eagle was sitting in his tree here in front of the jigger, and then it flew off and let in the tree there in the distance. What a pretty eagle. Wow. You can hear the birds here, the plovers and the starlings. Grey lure is going crazy because of the presence of the raptor in the area. Anyway, we're going to be taking a short break here just to stretch our legs and just to listen for any alarm calls at the same time, and just enjoy Gowrie Dam, and then we'll see you guys back in 10 minutes time. Thanks very much. Hi there everyone, welcome back on the jigger, and we will we'll mobile again just to have a look around in the second half of the drive and see what we can find. So we've just been chilling out here at the Mapogo Dam, but nothing pop out to surprise us, and we're hoping maybe gorilla will probably pop out somewhere around this area here. But unfortunately nothing popped out, because this morning and then she headed in the general direction of Mapogo Dam, as I said earlier, but nothing showed up. So let's move along and see what we can find. very pleasant temperature at the moment. Just on a Hipperpool Road. This is Mobile South. Just gonna go down towards Spaghetti Crossing in that area and see if we could possibly locate on a Karula and the boys. Yesterday afternoon, Karula left the two boys in that area when she went hunting. Fish baby, yeah. Kalaga Maholi. Fish baby. Wow. It looks confused now. I'm not going to keep the spotlight on him for too long. There we go. Cheers, fish baby.
Johnny? Ivo, not your boys. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the nearest stuff. Oh, those boys calling now? No, just a minute. Okay, but if you might cheers, man. Okay, nice yoga.
Yeah, camera translation. Burgers. Vegas is enjoying the drive, and then she has got a mom watching together with her. So hello Burgaish mom. You are warm welcome on the Jigga this afternoon in the Jima Game Reserve, South Africa. Burgaish, thanks very much for bringing your mom along.
Yeah. So how many you had in Dallas, I think?
Yeah, I've been just myself here at the moment. I've been taking this funny, yeah. Yep.
Okay, correct.
Very quiet and peaceful, yeah. I'm enjoying this lovely temperature. How about you, Rex? Rex, are you awake? Yeah. Slippy. Let's check Patelia Road. So has anyone discovered the new hyena den yet, Rex? You know anything about it?
The pastor and we have how many dams? So this road there, more than 3-4 dams. That's all between this road and the old dam.
Ah,
So we lazy to go there and check. But there are some many.
wow. So it's very interesting. I was just asking Rexon or anyone if the hyena, the new hyena den has been discovered yet. But there hasn't been any activities at the den by Chitakatlan since they had left the previous hyenas den by Zois Road. And Rexon also say that there's about 4 or 5 different dens is between this road we're traveling on. This is a Batelia Road and the Cheetah Cart line. So that anyway. between Shitakatlan and Batalia Road. I don't know why they had abandoned the previous day now. It will be extremely interesting to find out and know why they had abandoned the previous dam by Zoe's Drive. Maybe it was something to do about the food availability or the impact of the vehicle movement in the area or the impact of the spotlights, people viewing the puppies with the spotlight at night. It's very hard to say. This is all my predictions as to why the clan had abandoned the dam. Because the hyenas can live in the same dam for a long time. For almost a year or so. I've seen that at Londolozi several years ago. They had a resident clan, and it never abandoned the dam. So yeah. So all in all, we just need to find the new dam where they are at the moment. There have been lots of trucks activities all over the show, yeah? But the dam hasn't been discovered yet. Summertime. Oof. I had a fly in my eye. So the chokos, the flies, can be frustrating in summer. And I had. Do you know what, Rex? What is that? Looks like a... No, it's a Janet. There. It is all there. I can see two little eyes shining back on the spotlight. But it's just down in the riverbed in the dip. It's too far, but it's still there. It's a Janet. Janet.
Where they come from the north or from the south?
Yeah, there, you know, you can see the.
Now, come from central, I thought. Johnny, can I get out there?
See the eyes flashing. Too far. One of the rarest nocturnal creatures that we have here. We try from this anorex through the gap there. It's still far. Yes. You don't see it, no? So just follow this gap here. You got it now. Yeah. Sorry guys, it's too far and there's some grasses on the way. Horinek Nacha. Okay, thanks. Oh. Oh, you need a spot out, sorry. It's time to say goodbye. Alrighty, thanks very much folks for joining us. It was a wonderful productive drive this afternoon with the Mapogo boys on the Buff keel, and it was a fantastic exciting this afternoon. And thanks for all your input, your interactions, your questions and everything, and I really appreciated that. And Rexon, thanks very much for your fantastic camera work, collision and power control. Thanks very much for a great job, and we'll see you back at the camp shortly. Cheers guys, good night, see you tomorrow afternoon.